Smoke. We've got smoke. 4, 3. We've got ignition. 2, 1. We've got RIP takeoff. RIP takeoff. Welcome to another edition of Ms. Alf, Piznesis, Mouthpiece Included. This is a case for the NFL on grass, okay, as opposed to opiates. Or are we talking about grass and synthetic turf? Special K? Synthetic treefers? What are we discussing today? We got about a good 50 minutes before we got to start getting the beers cold or what have you for the big Bears game today. So that's what we're on today. If you guys can give us a couple minutes to get this link out. And we ask, as always, if you cats can like, share, subscribe, post this on all of your social media feeds if you can. We're going to go ahead and discuss politics. That's what we're about over here on Mouthpiece Included. Politics. What is going on? Pick up the production. Why? There we go. All systems a go.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
I asked everybody who they thought was going to win the NFC North. Look at the picture under Sal Paolantonio's name. He's going with
a team that is known as the Bears.
The Bears. Why?
I am going with the Chicago Bears because I like what their new general manager's done in terms of their front seven. Their front seven is going to be a far more active front seven on defense. I like the way Justin Fields has really developed as a dual threat quarterback who can win from the pocket. But when he is running, he's a really scary quarterback running outside the numbers. He is fearless. He is tough. And I think he is in the MVP conversation. The Bears have a good foundation in place.
You know what? I want to ride with my man Sal. Cindy, change my pick. Give me the Bears.
The Bears. We're going to take the North and never give it back.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
Okay, I'm in my local Ralph's, and this happened.
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can
Man, where do they keep the honey around here? Excuse me, you know where the honey is?
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of
Cheese
girls?
Al. Who wants cheese head?
I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a gaggle of girls?
The Bears. I don't go to church, and I know God understands. I can stay on my couch because God is a fan of the Bears.
Who are the guys that are the best in the world and make the rest of the team look like a...
Bring a towel. When you get out of the water, you need to dry off right away to avoid catching a cold. That's why Tally says, don't forget to bring a towel. Okay. Thanks, Tally. You want to get high?
I'm with you, Tally. I am with you, Tally. And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. This is TATN, not ESPN. T to the A, to the T, to the N. Let's get some sound here, there, Jim. Production, cue the sound.
Better guard your grill.
TATN. Let's get it. Let's do it. Welcome to Mouthpiece Included, where we're going to go ahead and unpack Politics. Politics is a fusion of sports and politics. You don't like it? Beat it. Like it. Like, share, subscribe. Today, we're unpacking a case for the NFL on the grass, plus hot weekly's political topics. Pull up. The link is pinned in the chat. If you do pull up, don't forget to bring your mouthpiece, okay? This is your host, 9 Millie, one of the co-hosts. And today, we have two interesting topics fused to discuss. The NFL's grass versus turf debate and the use of cannabis for pain relief. First, we'll look at the recent spate of injuries among players that have reignited the controversy over artificial turf out there and natural grass fields. We'll examine the pros and cons of both services and what the NFL is doing to address the issues. The players absolutely hate turf, most players, except for the quick ones like the cheetah. Then we'll talk about cannabis as an alternative to opioids for chronic pain management. May not be able to get to the cannabis part today. You can always unpack that next week, but how effective is it for pain relief and what are the risks and benefits compared to opioids out there? Finally, we're going to give our takes on weekly hot topics, and of course, we've picked a major booger of the week for you. Haven't had time. I do want to remind you guys, FGB, okay? Bear the F down, okay? Stand down, stand back, stand by, or pull the F up. But if you do pull the F up, do not forget to bring your mouthpiece. Again, the link is pinned in the chat. You can call or text 424-900-6945. That number's troll free. And don't forget to smash that like button. We'll get you out of here in enough time to put your ice in your beer and get your brats ready for the game. Let's go ahead and get Big Ace in the building. Jackie Robinson's Finninus, manager, boots on the ground, putting work in, putting his money where his mouth is.
TATN,
supporting the young men
Mouthpiece Incl
as they matriculate into preteens and teens. Here he is right here. What up there, big fella? Give me some quick banter before we jump right into it there, fella.
What's going on? Happy Sunday, end of baseball season. Man, probably end of the football season in Chicago. We don't win this game today. We'll talk about that. But everything's good in Chi, man. It's 80 degrees. 82 yesterday. It's supposed to 84 today. And looking at the 80s all the rest of the week. So, oh man, everything is good. Can't complain at all. Wow. Woke up this morning, took a deep breath. Gave my thanks and praise to the Almighty, and here on Mouthpiece Included, FGB, all you GB trollers, feel like,
yeah, posing as Bears fans, backdooring Bears fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But everything's good. I've been taking some time off. No baseball for a couple of weeks. We'll get back into it next week after I come from the Sunshine State. Everything's good. Got to see some youth hockey this past Friday at the Fifth Third Arena, which is 2 blocks from the United Center, where they got built up for the other youth of America to go out there and play hockey live. It was on a Friday night. It was pretty cool, man. He was out there getting his skate on. They were the bantamweights, so they were just moving up to checking. And it was cool. Big place, man, big arena. Said they're building another one 2 blocks away. I was like, man, when they gonna start building stuff like that in my neighborhood? But
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, they're going to blame Pookie and Ray Ray, but it's all redlining is what it is.
Anyway, of course, it was sponsored by Fifth Third Bank and the Chicago Blackhawks. And, you know, so not a lot of ice skaters in my neighborhood, but you know, we got we need facilities for all kinds of things for our youths as well. So you know, either invite us down or build it for us. One or the other. Make it happen.
Youths.
All our youths. Plenty of them. Plenty of them need an outlet. Need somewhere to go. But you know, the place was real nice, man. They had locker rooms, a bar, a restaurant. And I guess they didn't want to put that in my part of the globe, but here called South Side of Chicago. So, you know, we got to build our own. That's all it is. We got to build our own.
Look like
I was
it looked like
very angry.
Looked like I just saw Jeff Shavers. Looks like he tailgating out there at the Bears game.
At the Bears game?
Yeah,
all
on
right.
some social media. Yeah.
That's what's up. Shout out to the Shavers. Shavers fellas.
The Shavers. Yeah, Kappa Alpha Shavers. All right, let's go ahead and hop in it, man, so we can catch the game myself. Let's see here, man. So Cubs, I mean, I was right smack dab on it. Go ahead and kill sound here. I was right smack dab on it with, I didn't even see Diesel. I got stuff on my screen. What down here, fella? But I was right smack dab on it with my Cubs prediction, as you guys may or may not choose to remember. But I did say we'd flirt with second or third place, and we flirt with the playoffs. And playoffs, we flirted. You know what I mean? Y'all got any Cubs banter real quick before we and did the Sox lose 100 games? Oh my God.
It doesn't matter. They're both not in the playoffs. So it's the season.
It matters. There's a difference between 3-14 and 8-9, damn it. 9-8. But go ahead, y'all talk to me.
Yeah, no, the Cubs, it was just, you know, what we said. I mean, if you look back, I know what I was saying is that, you know, at the trade deadline, they didn't do nothing to improve their bullpen. And it cost them like, man, how many games where they had to lead late and cannot win a game for their bullpen to save their life, man.
Yeah,
So
but we like flexibility, like polls.
Couldn't finish.
We don't want it now. We're building for the future.
No, they wasn't building for. They should have got a few pieces in the bullpen. Wouldn't have been that hard. And they, you got to blame the front office for that part. I don't blame the team because
they should have brought up Ray Ray that played at Jackie Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Ace don't think he's ready. Bring that kid up.
Even if he wasn't, he couldn't have been no better than them dudes that was out there in their bullpen. And they were doing that all season. You know, it just got more known the second half because they had a chance to make the playoffs.
No, I mean
won the division.
That is a great point. I'm gonna throw it to you, Ace. Before we move off this topic, I did want to say, but I don't think we'd have done much in the playoffs anyway, and I wouldn't have wanted to mortgage my future just for an outside shot at it this year. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is long game. But go ahead, Ace.
I mean, you never know what you're gonna do in the tournament unless you get in there. So you got to get in the tournament, then you can figure out what your chances are, long term, short term, whatever term.
Said the guy whose team plays in that shithole neighborhood in that shithole stadium and lost 100 games. But go ahead, I didn't mean to cut you off there, fella. Shithole.
Your team might get out there and have a special kind of magic. Fish to save Pittsburgh type magic for the playoffs. So you want to get in the tournament and see what your team can do, man. That's all you can do.
And you don't have to give up a lot to get some bullpen guys. It doesn't usually cost you. You can give up a regular
I know what
player
you're saying.
or
Some veteran arms. Yeah. On a rental even. On a rental.
Yeah. It doesn't cost a lot to get a couple of bullpen guys. You just needed something different than what you had.
They probably wanted Ray Richardson from Jackie Robinson. They probably wanted him, and we didn't want to come up off of him. Mark my words, I want to see that guy in Wrigley smacking the ball up, ripping the ball in that Wrigley field, and he can do it.
They just got to make some moves. And I don't think they felt that this was a year to make moves to, finish whatever they were going to finish in the playoffs.
I didn't think they thought they was going to compete like they did. And
Exactly.
once they did, you got to capitalize on it because the team pretty much could hit most of the year. The majority of the year was they were beating the Braves like every game that they played in this recent series, and they couldn't close a game.
Yeah, but you come back, you get you another starter like an ace. You got to get like an ace, a nice arm, and then like to your point, shore up that bullpen, bring up Ray from Jackie Robinson, and we'll see what happens next season. See if we can't win 92 games.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to my Wolverines from Simeon class.
Simeon,
my class. They doing since it's the last game of the season, they got a bunch of tickets to the Sox game today, and they out there tailgating too. I was like, I'm not coming on no NFL Sunday, man. Y'all crazy.
$1 tickets.
I don't know what they paid for them, but they got a whole bunch of them.
Right, we having a whole Pookie Bowl. They saying this is the bowl for the quarterback out of USC, but we'll get to that. And big up Simeon. I feel you, man. Wifey got some stuff planned for Thursday, and she was like, Thursday night football on, ain't it? And I'm like, yeah, normally it wouldn't matter, but it's Bears on Thursday night football. You know what I mean? Bears. I mean, come on, we on national TV. This is our Super Bowl.
And my guy, he's like, hey, man, you going to try to watch the Bears? The Bears suck. I say, man, it's NFL Sunday. It ain't just about the Bears. It's about the NFL. I'm not missing that to go see no Sox game and the Sox perform like they have all year. No, sir.
It's the Padres.
Hey, but Ronald Acuna Jr., man, he's in the 40-70 club. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Bring up Ray. Let's see what Ray can do out there from Jackie Robinson. What's his name, Ace?
40-70. You gotta check his piss. Ed Howard.
Yeah, I don't want to call him Ray. Ed Howard.
No, hey, put a little, not a big asterisk, but a small asterisk next to that. Because them 70 stolen bases, he ain't gonna have that if they don't have that new rule. So that new rule where you can only throw over the first like one time or two, is it once or twice?
I see what you're saying.
Back, and then they know that you can't throw no more, so they can get a bigger lead as they want to and take off. So
that's a dumbass rule.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson would have had 300 stolen bases with that.
Yeah, Dion. But if that's the case, then they could go ahead. If they're gonna do it like that, y'all, then shit, it should be a limit of times that you can lead off.
Maybe let's look at that this off season.
I'm gonna look up when all the games are over. I'm gonna look up the stats this year for how many stolen bases in MLB. I guarantee it's gotta be a record. Gotta be. Because you can't throw once or twice, and that's it.
Was it Vince something? He was all over the bases.
Vince Coleman.
Yeah, I think he got close to 70, didn't he?
No, I think he had 70.
Yeah.
That Cardinals team, they was that whole team was.
They weren't in home runs like that, but they were playing small ball.
Vince Coleman, Willie McGee, Ozzie Smith, Lonnie Smith, all them dudes could run. All of them dudes, man.
And they could throw leather. But let's
get on play defense. It was a different game. You wasn't just standing there trying to strike out 200 times and hit home runs all damn day.
Hey, give it up to Dylan Cease for the Sox. He did as bad as they were. He struck out 200 people this year. That's a milestone.
All right. Yeah. Meaningless strikeouts for the Chicago White Sox. Let's move on. Star with A's quarterback of the week. Who was your top performing melanated quarterback from week 3?
I gotta go with the shark down there, Tui Manopola from the Miami Dolphins. I got to go with Tua this week. He may not have had the most outstanding performance. Some people might be looking at Mahomes, but damn it, you put a 70 ball on the team, I'm going to give you quarterback of the week.
All right. Diesel, who's your black quarterback of the week? You're probably going with Justin Fields?
Absolutely not. It's actually I'll go with you have to give it up to Tua. I believe you keeping records of this stuff, man. I believe I have him picked before the season started as my offensive MVP.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think I did have him for the MVP. I remember I said if he stays healthy.
Yes, he's an easy pick if he stays healthy. You know, he was shitting on the league last year until he started getting his dome hurt.
Bell run.
Yeah, but I agree with you guys. It's like a hat trick for Tua. I went with Tua as well.
70 points is set. You know, it's the NFL. You don't see 70 points.
Not in my lifetime. Only on the video game.
Yeah. Usually when they get to like 56 or 63, they just start running the ball to not super embarrass.
But they pretty much was doing that. Yeah, and they had their bench in. The team was just not balling. All right, so
the only team I know that'll try to do that to you is the Patriots. They will try to do it. They'll try to keep running up the score. Belichick will be over there like, execute the play. No, I want you to execute the play. And he'll keep trying to run the score up on you regardless.
You got to get us off the field.
Everybody else, they show some stand down when they get a lead like that.
Let's move off of that. All right, NBA beat Dame time on the Bucks. Give me you guys' thoughts. And I got the Bucks to lose in the NBA Finals this year. Talk to me.
Who are you gonna lose to, LeBron?
Absolutely not. Denver, that team that I told you's been together all those years. You remember, Ace? I told you I was like, they like us at MP. We've been together all those years. You know what I mean? Yeah. We knew where each other were going to be on the court. Looked like we were running plays when we weren't. Go ahead. You know,
they got to come out of the East. I can't see anybody challenging them. You know, if they're healthy, with Middleton and Giannis and Dame time, the defense is going to suffer a little bit with the loss of Drew Holiday, but you know, I can't see anybody beating them in the East.
Yeah, they didn't have to. Man, they didn't give up that much either. I seen like Holiday, I think Grayson Allen, and I forget like two other players, but it wasn't. They still got Middleton. They got Giannis. They got. You know what though?
Bobby Portis they gave up.
Did they give up Portis? No,
yeah,
no, they didn't. No, he wasn't part of that deal. No, sir.
No,
Portis was not part of that deal.
No,
no.
I ain't heard Portis' name. I ain't heard his name in the package. No, it was a three-team deal.
There was only like three players, maybe four that the Bucks gave up.
Nurkic was in the deal.
Well, that's from I think he's from Portland.
Nurkic went to Phoenix as part of the three-way deal.
I don't know. I can't say they're gonna go to the finals, man, because they have to Dame in recent years, he's been getting hurt. You know, now if he stays healthy, they should be a shoo-in for the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, if he stays healthy.
Yeah, they should win. I can't see nobody beating them in the East.
No.
Yeah, but we say that every year, and then you get teams like either Miami or something like even Philly if they move around, because I don't think the issues with Harden. I don't see them. Like I said,
you're not seriously considering Philly, and you know it. It's just something you wanted to say.
No,
you know,
I'm
damn
telling
well,
you, it's like
James Harden
year,
ain't gonna do
he
nothing.
ain't gonna. He shouldn't be there. They
and you talking about injuries? Embiid is gonna be tweaked. You know what I mean?
Well, Dame Lillard's been getting hurt significantly the last few seasons, so I don't. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really trust him like that. But if he's healthy, should be a shoo-in for the Eastern Conference Finals, and then you can go from there. But I'm not going to say finals just like that.
Well, what about the Bulls? What could we offer to get Drew Holiday? His name's been tossed around out there. Of course, the Bulls haven't come up in any of the national news. What kind of phone calls are you making? You know, we lost Lonzo Ball, and for years just had our point guard. I mean, if we just had our point guard, I mean, you know, would you throw a bag of money at this kid and say, man, let's go to the playoffs? Playoffs.
You have to throw a lot of money at him. He's already under
signed.
You just have to trade for him.
Give him whatever they want, a bag of beans, or you know. I mean, you know, he's someplace that's going through a youth movement right now. So I don't think, man,
he's not going to stay there.
Yeah, they don't want to pay a veteran point guard. So Yeah.
They dumping
They
all
pay
they
ball.
they're dumping all their veterans. We're talking about the team that he's on, so he's
Portland.
going to get traded.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to get traded. Now, whether the Bulls, who they're going to get, I mean, they don't really want nobody older. You know, they want a good, or maybe like a possible first round pick or something with a team that's going to be projected to be.
I would move off. You
lower.
say, to answer your question, I would move off that guy from the shithole country that plays our five.
Oh, you're talking about Vucevic?
I'd move off Vukovic and I'd throw Pookie in the deal. You know, the one with the hair. I like him. Though. Kobe
just bought
White.
a house. He just bought a house. He can't be traded.
No, I think that was
can Airbnb his house.
Io bought that house. That was Io.
Yeah. And whoever they are, they can put it up for Airbnb. In the meantime,
they're not gonna want Vucevic. He's too old. They want younger players.
Well, who has him? Who has him right now? Portland?
Yeah, Portland.
Yeah, but you don't want to end up like the Bears. You need some veterans in your damn locker room
to help
some bangers.
Yeah.
You need some real line beers out
to
there.
help lead those young guys.
Yes, to show kids that's sitting here on your phone all day in meetings doing this, posting on Twitch, ain't gonna get you no wins. But I think the Bulls. I think he'll be a nice pickup for the Bulls. I mean, they should take that serious, but they're not.
Yeah, I mean, Io might have to go for in order to get that done.
Hey, so the Bucks got, or the Blazers got Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, and another player. The Bucks got a 2029 first round pick, and then they swapped like some other picks. Trying to see who else did they
2029. Wow.
Yeah, like
yeah,
20,
they're trying to wait till these teams are bums.
Just trying to see who the Bucks traded.
They traded Grayson Allen, some guy from a shithole country. I just had it up.
Grayson Allen. He's the Mac Jones of the NBA. Dirty son of a bitch.
Juice of Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, Nas, and Keon Johnson.
Okay,
Nas.
so yeah, they didn't really.
They got Nas
up.
in the deal. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
You got Nas.
Yeah, they got halftime entertainment, sell popcorn, whatever.
Yeah, he can sing halftime at every halftime. All right, well, let's move on. Bears KC report. Real quick, y'all, because the game's sneaking up on us. Bears KC report. Let's start with the bad news. The bad news, Bears. What didn't you like about that game outside of everything?
Everything. I mean, the sun shines on a dog's ass, every now and again. So that's how they scored with the interceptions of Blaine Gabbert. But they've got to fire everybody. I mean, you can make the special teams coach, the interim coach, and whoever is at his house, they can bring him over. And
I like the special teams coach. He's just dumb enough to get it done. That motherfucker. He don't know all his words and stuff, but he seems like he can motivate me. I told him to go out there and I watched the tape and I just told. He's like somebody on the schoolyard. I like him. But go ahead, bro. He's a poopy.
Yeah, I mean, I would make him head coach, and I clean house. Then look at the end of the season. Start working on what I'm gonna do next year.
Greg Roman. That's what, or Harbaugh, who I've been wanting since before he went to Michigan.
They gotta come with the bag for Harbaugh.
You remember what Harbaugh did for that Pookie that kneeled on the American flag? How he made that guy a player. Harbaugh come in here and run the ball 30 times a game, get behind his defense like the Bears all about, and he's a Bear.
Yeah, and he's a Bear.
Come
Captain
on, man.
Comeback. Yeah. I mean, you pull his number out of the rafters of Michigan and Chicago lore and put him out there and win some football games. Get the tight end back involved in the offense, some blocking, some offensive linemen, some defensive linemen, some damn linebackers. But you got to get these guys that are here now. They've got to go now.
All right, I'm gonna get it to Diesel. I would sign, to your point, I would sign Harbaugh now, whatever amount it took, and he could. I know the Bears have a history of but they've never had a Pookie president. Never, firing somebody during the season. But go ahead.
Have we ever lost 13 games in a row?
let's get your negativisms. I mean, I don't think anybody here expected. Me and Diesel both said that KC was going to cover. No, I thought the Bears were going to cover. Ace picked the Bears, and Diesel said that KC would cover. But go ahead, give me your take.
Yeah, we're just a bad football team all around.
Thank you.
The whole team, it's not a good team, and mainly not a good team because of the offensive and defensive lines. Okay,
the worst in history, definitely Bears history.
They're the worst in the league, on both sides of the ball, and mainly the offensive line. Okay, I don't care what gaping hole you got at another position. You put Kobe White back at the center, Whitehead. Put him at the center position,
please, because our center is getting blown up. Our center is whoever they got playing center now is getting blown into the backfield.
Yeah, we need to put him back at center. You can put somebody else back up to that guard spot. The rookie's actually been playing good. They've been watching his tape and stuff. He's playing good, but it's the rest of the guys. It all starts with your center.
Your boy Braxton Jones, although he was hurt, he's ranked like 3 on PFF for all the left tackles in the league. He's had those penalties he's got to clean up. Yeah. But as far as, so once we get Braxton back, your boy coming back, the high yellow guy, Diesel, the mulatto, the left guard.
Yeah.
Jenkins. Mama Jenkins, baby boy.
Yeah, Jenkins.
And the
Jenkins will be back.
The defensive line, they're just God.
Musselman's great now for another team.
Who is?
And I constantly blame Poles. I blame Poles for that defensive line because he signed that the old boy Ngakwe, he's not bad. He just has no help. So teams can get him away.
Yeah, he's a specialty defensive line. He's not
he's not a regular everyday down line. He's a pass rush specialist.
And he needs a pass rush specialist to work with that frees him up so he ain't getting doubled and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. And they don't have that. The other free agent they got, he's like nothing.
They need a 3 technique.
Yeah,
like my coach said at the draft, they need a 3 technique to make that whole thing go.
I said you got the worst defensive line in the history of the league. You come in talking about winning the North and you're going to get better in the trenches, and you don't use it. Look at all this draft capital we got out there. This player and that player and this player, and he's a corner and he's and they need this guy and that guy. You need somebody who can get to the damn quarterback. That's what you need.
Hey, I took rushing yards against the Bears last week. Oh, it was a shoe-in. It was easy money. I was like, I know they can't stop the run, so I'm just going with whoever they got. Pacheco, who runs like he runs hard, but like he got cement blocks on his feet because he never really going nowhere. But I was like, he's gonna run against the Bears. I was like, they ain't gonna stop nothing. They ain't stop anything.
Any positives?
No,
I saw none.
Not really.
The Bears need
I can tell you this. Fields, if he doesn't perform well, I don't care if they win or lose, but if they don't show no signs of improvement in the offense, he's probably going to get benched.
Because he's the black scapegoat.
Whatever you want to call it.
Hold it. You just said everything.
Everything's bad.
Hold on.
Bad.
Let me
but
give
he's
you
been bad for a long time.
Let me give you my take on the game. Anyone who comes out of there
and blames, do this on your segment. Why are you gonna cut me in the middle of my segment? But go ahead. I'll cut you in your segment.
No, you were done with your segment, and I
wasn't done. I was still talking. I said the offensive defensive line. As soon as I get on fields, here come the referees in to break it up. The
game starts in 28 minutes. All right, but here's what I want to say. Anyone who watched that game and came out there and said Fields was the problem, there's really something wrong with him. Now, I do agree with the coaching staff.
Part of it.
We're close. These are young players, and it's going to take a while, not even just for the gelling. They still have to learn what the hell they're doing in the NFL. That's one of the negatives about, bringing in all these young players. We're all happy we got the youngest team in the league. Well, now it's KC, but they need to learn how to play. That's all I'm saying. And there's a lot of that going on around. Now, to your point, I don't think if it's Fields today, bro, every game matters, but you still can't make an assessment on this. I still can't make an assessment on him right? When I see the centers getting blown up, the guards getting blown up, the receivers ain't running the right route. Nobody's open. The receivers can't get off the line on a jam. The defense is just giving up score after score after score. The offense can't get in no rhythm. I don't care if y'all bring anybody in here less than Jesus Christ. You can put Judas back there and put a number 12 on his back. If you bring in Caleb, the Bears are going to ruin Caleb too if you don't fix the trenches. That's the point I'm making. Everybody went too far, and I'll leave it at this, and said Fields is going to be the next Jalen Hurts. Well, when Hurts got to Philly, they were already a good established team. They had that pick due to some moves they made in the past, and they were able to get Jalen. And these quarterbacks, except for the white boy who got paid all that money, who's a bum this year in Cincy, any quarterback who comes into a good situation like the one you mentioned in San Fran, they can usually matriculate because they got everything, and you just plug it in a quarterback. Until the Bears get the trenches in order, we shouldn't even be getting any quarterbacks, and until we get the right coach. Go ahead, guys. That's all I want to say.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, the Bears need an identity. At least Lovey got off the damn bus running the ball.
Run the damn ball was our identity last year. Go ahead. We had an
And
identity.
if you lead the league in rushing one year, damn it, keep leading the league in rushing till you figure out how to throw the ball.
Right.
But
you saw the Lions running the ball,
offense or defense.
Hey, the Bears would have got off Montgomery. Montgomery would not have had 30 rushes in a game like that. The way Detroit kept giving him the damn ball. And that's Detroit's playing Bear football. Go ahead.
Okay, so back to Fields. If he don't play well, all that stuff y'all talking, fine and dandy, but the dude he ain't been good since he's been in the league, other than his running. His running is exceptional, but he don't even do that now. If he don't play well,
team doesn't have an identity.
The coach, whatever. If he don't play well, you can keep making excuses. If he don't play well, he will probably get benched the next game because the coaches know that they about to probably get fired themselves.
They're going to get fired.
They're going to get fired because the coaches and the GM and everybody was brought in, and they said that they're going to build this around Fields. That's the only reason all of them were brought in.
Right, but the coach is still the person who gets to say who start, who don't.
Oh, if you believe that.
If Fields don't perform, right? If he don't play good, I ain't saying they got to win, but he's got to show he got to play good this week because you're playing the Broncos, who's about as sorry as the Bears. So if I'm the president of the team, I'm not saying the president feels like me, but if I'm the owner or the president of the team, and Fields ain't his guy. Fields is not Poe's guy. The president ain't really going to jump in and say.
President was at Fields' graduation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's because they was drafting him. But
no, Fields graduated this past offseason.
Yeah, this guy.
You
this
showing
guy was
support because you open this year. He gonna turn the switch and be good. I'm telling you.
No. I was just saying. If the president feels the way I feel about Fields, ain't no way in hell a lame duck coach is going to say, I'm going to take your highest commodity and put him on the bench behind Bilbo Baggins or whoever we're bringing in here and lower his value without my permission. Ain't nowhere in hell. I tell you what, when you decide to take Diesel out of the game, take yourself out of the building. That's all I'm saying. It ain't so simple. Now, if this coach has some cash, like if he was a Bill Belichick or somebody,
if you're about to lose your job and you're trying to figure out changes or whatever, if this guy ain't playing well, you about to say, okay, I'm gonna make this change to see what happens, to see if we play better. It's not gonna hurt you. The dude has got like
it will. It will hurt you.
How many games have the Bears lost in a row? Regardless of the team, we know the team.
His record is better than Eli Manning's over the same number of games. What do you have to say about that?
Eli Manning, what the fuck does he got to do with Fields' record? They done lost like 13, 14 in a row.
You mentioned his record.
Why you bringing up Eli Manning? He ain't
because
played
I'm trying to.
Years.
Eli Manning had a worse.
Eli Manning, who won 2 Super Bowls.
Let me finish. But you don't want to hear it, do you? Because Eli Manning is not black. Eli Manning lost more games than Fields in the same number of games, and Eli Manning is headed to the Hall of Fame. That's all I'm saying.
Eli Manning didn't look as bad as Fields. It doesn't matter if your record is bad. Peyton Manning, look what he did his first year.
Numbers were worse than Fields. Completion percentage.
Well, look how he showed potential, and look what he did after that.
And Fields
year.
is showing
ain't
potential.
shown he's going backwards.
He's showing
going
potential.
backwards. If he don't
The
play
team.
well,
That's
if
the
he does, the team too. The team
The coaching
ain't doing
staff
good.
is
We
going
know the
backwards.
team
I'm
ain't doing
cleaning
good,
house.
but him in particular, he ain't done nothing
All right,
in the
all right.
past couple of years.
All
Period.
right. What's
If he
you
don't play
guys?
well, he gonna probably get benched.
All right. I got you. What's this week's upset alert? Y'all got any big upsets? And we got to start doing this where, you know, it's the game where if you telling somebody to gamble this week to take the spread, that's how we're doing it. That's your no, we're gonna have pick of the week, but we ain't gonna do that this week. An upset alert. So the pick of the week, we'll start doing that. That's the one you're sure about. If you were putting your rent money on it or your mortgage, and then your upset alert. So what you got? You guys got any big upsets this week?
I'm picking the Texans.
Actually, I do got a upset. Well, I don't think
Mine is the Bills. I got the Bills beating.
That's not an upset.
Well, they just scored 70.
It might be an underdog, but that's not an upset. And I think they're at home. Upset would
They
be
are at home.
Washington beating Philly in Philly, or wherever they at. They could be in Washington or in Philly. But I think they might cover the spread. I don't know if they can upset them. I know they should cover. It's a divisional game, so
I think
people
you're right.
look at that.
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay is my upset alert on Monday Night Football. Tampa, my fault.
Tampa, they play New Orleans. They play tonight, right? Or no? Is it Monday night that they play?
I might have my schedule off, but
they play the Saints, I think. Yeah. That's like an even game though to me. They like the same kind of issues. Good defenses and suspect quarterback play at times. You know, I don't know. But that one that Ace said would be upset, and if Washington could beat Philly, that would be upset.
I'm taking Texas.
Say stand by the window. Shit, if it was anybody but Denver playing the Bears, I'd take them against the Bears. But I don't trust Denver either.
Hey, well, y'all, my picks, Ace, out of all the games so far, I'm 34-17 out there, fella. I was 10-6 last week. Ace, you're 24-24, 7-9 last week. My Bears picks, I'm 1-2. Ace, you're 0-3. So who y'all got in the Detroit game?
I think I ain't lost when betting on the Bears, right?
No,
I know I didn't give.
You picked them once. You picked them the first game of the season. So you lost that game.
Yeah, but the other two games I ain't had a bet. No.
Yeah, you 2-1 in the Bears picks. So Detroit, me and Ace both picked Detroit. What about the Jags game over there in Europe? I had the Jags. Who you had, Ace?
I picked the Jaguars.
All right, Diesel.
Yeah, I had Jacksonville. I had Detroit to beat Green Bay.
Okay.
Atlanta's quarterback. Oh, he sucks, boy. Oh, he sucks. Ritter. They need a quarterback. They need to start Mariota. Take him back off the bench, man.
Yeah. The Bears should trade Fields for Mariota. All right, let's go. The Colts game.
I picked the Colts. I got the Colts.
Colts and Rams.
Colts and Rams.
All right, the Cleveland game.
I got
Handy J's looking good, boy. I went with Handy J.
I got the Browns as well. Colts, Browns.
I got Baltimore.
All right, you like the Road Dogs?
How about the Vikes game? The 0-3 Vikings.
Vikings.
They're playing an 0-3 team too, I believe.
I picked the Vikings.
I think the quarterback's back for Carolina, so I'm going to give him that's my upset pick, not Washington. I'm going to take Carolina as my upset pick because I think if old boy is playing, I believe he's starting again.
Shit on my upset pick, and this is somehow an upset with 0-3 team losing. But I'll tell you this: the Vikes, their quarterback is on pace to throw for 6,500 yards and be 0-17 in this happy passing league. And everybody, it's the modern NFL bullshit. They're 0-3. Run the ball like you saw Detroit do.
They cut the running back before the season.
Yeah, but
they let Cook go.
Yeah, because they devalued it. All right, Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati in the Cincinnati game. Drop dead gorgeous.
Bengals, I got.
Oh,
Bengals over the
yeah.
Titans.
I'll take Cincinnati just because looks like they got their offense going in that second half last.
Versus Tennessee, I'd take the Bears over Tennessee.
Yeah, and that quarterback getting paid.
I wouldn't take the fuck out
well,
of here.
that
I'm taking the
quarterback
Bears over nothing. They'd be lucky if they can beat Russell Wilson there.
That quarterback in Cincinnati is playing as bad as you say Justin Fields is playing this season.
No, he played. I said the second half. If you seen the game,
I heard what you said. I heard what you said.
Game, though? Did you see it?
Fields has had a good half.
Did you see? No, but they won because of how he played in the second half.
They won because of their defense, man. His numbers were shit. You want me to pull up his numbers for last game?
I watched the game. You didn't watch it, so you can't tell me about numbers. So I don't want to hear
the second half, but you
the
wouldn't
game.
do the same for Justin Fields. His overall
he don't play good in no half.
His overall numbers was shit. All right. So who you going with? You going with Cincinnati? All right. So New Orleans game.
Cincinnati.
New Orleans versus who they playing?
I got New Orleans.
Buccaneers. I took the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm taking New Orleans.
All right. The Bills game. Y'all know who I got, and nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I got the Bills.
I'm taking Miami.
Yeah, all right. All right. The Bears, and the Caleb Shedeur Sanders Bowl. Who y'all going with?
Bears.
I got the Bears. Give me a score, Ace.
I'm taking Denver.
Bears 27-21.
Bears, I'm going out on a limb. Bears 30, Denver 20. I'm going out on a limb. Okay.
I hope the Bears win, but I'm taking them.
Next game, Philly.
I got the Eagles.
I got Philly.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles, but I think Washington will cover.
Fair enough.
It's like 9.5. Yeah.
All right, the greatest coach that we all agreed in the NFL so far this year, Pittsburgh coach. The Pittsburgh game again. I'll be winning money off Pitt. I'm going with Pitt.
The Texans. That's my upset special. That kid, I said he should have been drafted #1 overall. The
You
Texans
keep picking against the melanated coach, Ace. You're going to learn. Go ahead, Diesel.
He's the only Ohio State quarterback, I think, out of the last 10 that got drafted that looks like he might be a decent NFL quarterback.
You know what's weird, Ace? I mean, what's weird, Diesel? All the Ohio State wide receivers shine, though. So maybe
they all shine.
Maybe they're doing good because they got these spectacular wide receivers.
A bunch of talent all around. Bunch of good talent.
Running around wide open with the Lions.
Who you got in that game?
Pittsburgh played their offense. The quarterback played much better last week.
Yeah,
but
he's gonna suck this week.
But I don't trust. I like their backup back, but not the start. I don't like Najee Harris no more. He played like he's been in the league for a long time. The backup is better. I'm going with Houston.
You guys are going to learn. Y'all keep picking against this black guy. All right, the Chargers. I got the Chargers in that game.
No, I hate picking the Chargers, but I picked them too. They got the dumbest coach in the NFL. Well,
yeah,
two the dumbest coach. We got.
Oh boy, ain't playing. Garoppolo's hurt. I'm taking the Chargers.
Porn star Jimmy. All right, how about the Niners game? I got the Niners, to be clear.
Hey, man.
49ers.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the 49ers, although Arizona's played hard every game.
I don't give a damn what Arizona's doing. I'm taking
they have.
They played hard. And the quarterback, man, I wish Fields would just run like he does. he ain't trying to throw nothing. I'm running.
His offensive coordinator won't tell him to do it.
The next game is the Cowboys game. I got the boys coming off a loss, getting a victory.
Yeah, Cowboys. I'm not taking New England. Hell no.
Ace.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Okay.
Belichick's last year.
Kansas City Chiefs. Taylor Swift.
Stand by the window. Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
They got Taylor Swift and Kelsey.
They got like top 2 defense, and that quarterback for the Jets has been god awful. Oh, stand by the window. Chiefs all night and day.
I picked New York, but is this the Jets or
the Jets? Giants. That's the Jets. The Giants play Monday night against Seattle.
Yeah, they're playing the Seahawks Monday night.
Yeah, that's the Jets that KC is playing. And I'm telling you, old boy has been god awful going up against a top 2 defense. No, not against Mahomes. No, he'll do enough to beat them.
So you said the Giants are playing who on Monday Night Football?
Seattle.
All right,
Gino.
so I picked the Giants. That should have been my upset. I'm going with the Giants in that game.
I am too for that Monday night game. I like the Giants.
Giants at home. Yeah,
And
the
then
Giants at home.
so Tampa Bay is who they play this week, yo.
New Orleans
Saints.
So we already did that game. So this is an error on my part. And then how about who else? And that's it. That's all the games, right?
That's all the games.
Yeah.
All of them. Yep.
All right, cool. And we was gonna do a whole show on Joe Burrow. There's no time for anything because we got the game coming on. So it's gonna be tough to get through this. So we'll have to do the grass case because I wanted to make a case for grass in the league and grass versus opiates, but it's gonna be difficult to power through it. So what y'all got in this game? Diesel, you picked the I know you picked Denver. What score you got? You going with Russell Wilson?
Yeah, but hey, Russell, I've been
years.
against him, but he's actually, if you look at his stats the past few weeks, he's actually
Yes.
had decent throwing yards. So I don't. If he perform, I don't knock them when they perform.
Yes.
So he just a couple of critical times he may have made a mistake to keep a drive going or something. But he's actually performed decent. And
He's
against
only
the
had
Bears,
one bad season, maybe two. But go ahead.
against the Bears, he should be more than able to, get them over the hump. So I think I'm looking at the Bears been giving up at least 20 a game. So I'm going to say 27, Denver 27 to 20. Yeah, I'm going to say 27.
Me and you both got, but you got Denver with the 27. Okay, I got Bears 30-20. And Ace, you said what was your score?
27-21 Bears. If they don't come out there and run the ball down the Denver Broncos' throat, everybody just, you ain't got to go back to the locker room. You can just leave out with the fans and go to your car and get get out the building.
Here's what I'm saying, Diesel. Let's assume everything that you and others like you believe about Fields is true. All right, I'm going to take it as a given. Why wouldn't we be running the goddamn ball more?
Now that's on the coaching staff. Remember, I'm in favor of this coach gone, the offensive coordinator gone. I'm in favor of them firing. Don't get me wrong. The team's bad. They make bad decisions, and they don't put the play calling to best suit what you
The
have.
talent they got out there on the
right.
field.
So what they have, they should be running and doing. You can do play action here and there off of that stuff, but they don't, they just don't do it. And when they do it, it's like they're calling the wrong route concepts to go with what the play was. So,
and Diesel, I said that. So when they do it, and I saw this, we'll come out, say we might be in RPO. We get a ball to one of the backs. He'll scamper for 6-7 yards. Now it's 2nd and fucking 3. If we don't get a pre-snap penalty, we won't be back in the RPO look for 2nd down. We'll come back over center with some other bullshit that has nothing to do with the play that we just got momentum off of. What I'm saying is this guy doesn't know. Build off of that. Oh, they let it go right up the middle. We finna come back with that until they stop it. Now they overplay in the middle. Fields on the outside. So they don't understand how to put it together where it all marries. He's just calling plays and shit. Anybody can just call a goddamn play.
It's bad concepts with some of the plays. If you run for 6 or 7 and you did like an outside zone,
horrible coaching
on the
left,
outside
zone,
the
and
next
then
play, maybe run it up the middle or to the right. You don't just go to the same play, and they'll run the same play 3 plays, 4 plays in a row. If that first one was kind of successful, just dumb shit, man.
Yeah, you got to have some, different concepts off of your each play, whether it's the short pass or run up the middle or a dive the other direction. It's got to be different looks off the same same formation.
It makes the head coach and the offensive coordinator, whoever it may be at the time, looks like they're in over their heads.
They are.
It looks like they just don't understand.
They don't have a concept. They don't have a identity for the damn team. They don't have identity on defense. We got a defensive coach who doesn't have an identity for his damn defense. We got an offensive coach with a complete bay. Fucking Wisconsin, he has absolutely no clue what he's doing.
And he's a corporate spy. And listen. We worked for Stan at the corporation we won't mention. What I'm saying is, if our numbers were the worst they've ever been for 2 straight years, and then B-Dub is like, well, we're going to go to the meetings and we're going to listen to the tapes. Hey, man, y'all need to get off the meetings, get on the phones. You know what I'm saying? Like I be hearing all this, and when meetings and when all the teams are getting together and we're talking, you motherfuckers are talking too much. Get on the field and do some walkthroughs.
Listen, I'm seriously, if I'm the head coach, right? So he know they're under so much fire right now.
Add this to your final. Add this
to
your final words. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, this is my final words. I'm running fields. I'm threatening. If I'm not running them, it's going to be a threat of him either left, up the middle, right. Everything's coming off of the threat of his running. That's what he does good. Bootlegs here and there. Off of that with the right kind of play concepts going down the field when he doesn't run or you don't hand it to your backs.
You're doing naked boots?
Naked is based on you keep running the zones to that same side, and then you run naked because you got that whole deep pulling to that side. Like when he scored that touchdown, I think it was the first game of the year, he did that naked bootleg at the goal line because they had been running to that side.
Correct.
So you got to do that kind of stuff. Run the ball with this man, run it with them running backs, and build your passes off of that. If you're the coach and you want to still be here, that's what you better do. Because if you don't, and the offense looks bad again, I'm telling you, they about to come for all of their heads this week.
Our free agent right guard is back, Diesel. I forgot to mention that. He's back this week.
Every little bit helps. We need all the help we can get to block. But it wouldn't even be that bad if they went ahead and ran the way that this man is capable of running and those running backs and just scheme the pass and into that off of that.
If you can't pass block, run the damn ball. Come on.
Yeah. And then hopefully he'll let the ball go. When he does play action and you see the guy open, let the ball go. Maybe he'll let it, you know what? Maybe he'll let it go after they had some run plays where he was successful and ran for 10, 15, 25 yards. And then he sees somebody wide open. He don't let it go because he's feeling good about himself. He's not feeling down and making him think that and stay out his fucking headset other than telling him to play. Don't tell him shit else. Stay out his headset. Don't be telling him, you see this guy, throw it to him.
How you feel about the receiver not being available this week? The one we got from Pitt.
Man, we're trying to blame Claypool, man. Claypool actually, he had some mishaps, but all of them fools done had mishaps, man. It ain't Claypool's fault. He done also caught a couple of touchdowns and done some good here and there.
That damn tight end, I would have him inactive.
Oh my God. Commit, man. Oh my God. Hey, listen, get off of Claypool. You trying to make him a scapegoat. That ain't gonna help you. That is not helping. He's reaching for like, okay, we're gonna deactivate him. Who you gonna put in front of him? Valus Jones? Still got fumbleitis? No. No.
And Claypool was right. They're not putting him in the right position. Got him blocking when they know he can't block. But go ahead, Diesel. Let me know when you finish, and then we're gonna throw it to Ace for his final word.
Valus.
No, that's it. That's it. I'm up, man. I just want them to do some stuff to incorporate what these guys do good. If we lose and you're doing what they got going good, then okay. Then we know we tried to do what we could with what we had.
Well, bro, bear down and stop listening to JT O'Sullivan and Scully and Mully and
I don't listen to them dudes. I go and watch this stuff, but I already have my ideas before these fools, before they get their stuff. I'm watching this stuff myself.
All right.
And I can see. So
right.
yeah,
Fair
I don't
enough.
depend on them to make my own decisions.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Bear down. Bear down.
Bear
All right.
down.
Great final words. We got a big game. I'm looking forward to it, baby. All right, Ace. They get me every week. I'm like Charlie Brown with the Bears. You know, they're gonna kick that football every week. I get excited, and then after the game, I got a bag on my head.
After the game at halftime.
Give me your final words. They're about to kick off. You say.
All right. Well, my final words, of course, is the Bears need an identity on offense and on defense. If it's running the ball, run the damn ball with your quarterback, your running backs, your wide receivers. Everybody run the ball. You got a fullback active every week that you run 2 plays for. You got your running back you brought in, who's a healthy scratch the last 2 weeks. I don't know what they're doing when they're putting a 53-man roster together every week. And I don't know if they're throwing a dartboard at whoever's active. I don't know what's going on, but they don't have any type of idea or concept of what the hell is going on. So that's my final word. Fire everybody, bring up the special teams coach, make him the interim coach for the rest of the year. You're already 13 games into a losing streak. You're 0-4. Okay, we got to play this week. My bad. 0-3. But based on the concepts of your offensive coordinator and your head coach, who's now the DC, how many games can they actually win? They need a new concept in here. They need a new voice. They need somebody in here that's that wants them to win. And I don't think the offense coordinator that we have, I can go in and draw plays up on the damn on a scratch pad that are better than what the hell they're running out there. So I say get rid of everybody. I know it's the history of the Bears. They never fired a coach and the history of the Bears during the season, but damn it, it's time. Because this guy's got to go. And that's my final word. Out with Flus.
Hey, yes. I feel you. The Flus is loose, and because of the kickoff, mine is going to be short and sweet. I just want to say to the Chicago sports media and all you meathead fans, RELAX, relax, all right? I know it's been so many consecutive games in a row, yada, yada, yada. We get this victory today. We win on Thursday. We're 2-3 out there. And then we'll have all the naysayers back upon the bandwagon. That being said, y'all, FGB, bear down. I hope you enjoyed listening to our discussion today. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, feel free to drop a comment below. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay loyal to the Navy and Orange, and don't forget to bring your mouthpiece. Next week, we'll cover the grass because we haven't covered the grass. And then are the black quarterbacks under a microscope. We'll get to that at some point. Catch the Self-Love Show Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central, right here on TATN. 187 bars. We're covering the late, great FBG Duck out there.
All right. Yeah, Ricky Williams will be our special guest for the grass, amongst others.
All right, so you find yourself dipping through Shy. You might be on LSD, Lakeshore Drive, driving past the stadium. You might be out west, Laramie and Narragansett. First, check your blind spot. Check your 6. Watch your back. Keep your head on a swivel. Guard your grill. Knuckle up. And don't forget to. And don't forget to.
Get it, baby.
And don't forget to bring your mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.